Cardi B is exactly who she thinks she is, and I'm gonna tell you why. If Cardi B was not any competition to Nicki Minaj would not acknowledge her. If Cardi B was not the artist or a good artist, period, like Nicki Minaj and everybody that follows her think she wasn't, nobody would have to acknowledge Cardi B. Nobody would have to wait until her release date 7 years later after this beef started just to get on here and say anything to address her.
Hey boo, you ready for a messy lesson? Because the saga between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj is more than bars and insults. It's a spectacle wrapped in ego, projection, and cultural patterns. Two women with massive success, massive platforms, and massive legacy. Yet here we are, watching them drag each other and their kids through social media mud. So let's break it down. Why is this still happening? Why are they still beefing? And what are we really seeing? And how do we read past the headlines? Let's get into it. But hold on, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because this space right here is not a gossip channel. We're not here just to talk mess. We're here to talk meaning. Every now and then, we'll break down the wild world of reality TV, but cultural commentary is what we do from a real life lens. The lessons, the patterns, the spiritual side of it all. This is a for us, by us healing space for Black women who are unlearning survival mode, finding their voice, stepping into soft power with truth, and without apology. So pull up, get comfy, and lock in, sis.
Don't listen to the hollow words. Don't fall into the hands. Don't follow any other path but your own. Don't need to live up to their demands. Only your heart can tell you what is right.
Disclaimer, cause we grown. Everything shared here comes from lived experience, real talk, and spiritual insight, not a clinical office or a textbook. I'm not your therapist, doctor, or life coach. I'm just your sis on the couch holding space while we all try to heal, grow, and glow up internally, for real. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and always do what's best for your spirit. Healing ain't linear, baby. Neither are we. Now, before we dive into the shitstorm, just to let y'all know, I'm completely neutral. I'm not here to pick sides. Just take the veil from in front of your eyes so you can see beyond the bullshit. So you ain't even got to jump in my comments about who's right and who's wrong, because keeping it a buck, they both are wrong. This beef didn't start overnight. It's been simmering for years. Over guest verses, comparisons, power plays, and even a knot upside Cardi's head.
Let's just cut to the chase. Let's just be honest.
All right, let's.
Nicki don't like Cardi. Cardi don't like Nicki. Cardi's on fire out here, and Nicki is like, fuck that.
Right.
My album coming in March. I don't give a fuck. That's what it is. Am I wrong?
No.
That's what it is.
Nah, that's what.
Now, I won't get into who started what, but just know the power struggle at the supposed top is real. Fast forward, Cardi B drops Am I the Drama with sky-high expectations, and Nicki strikes first, mocking pricing, questioning sales. Cardi claps back with jabs at Nicki's era, performance, and history. What we're seeing now is two petty-ass queens using modern weapons, memes, tweets, public jabs to settle age-old industry wounds. Both women have made their empires. They don't need clout. But here's the rub. When women who've earned their respect resort to petty public feuds, it makes you wonder how thin the boundary between promotion and degradation is. They drag their children into the public eye. Culture's name gets thrown, then Papa, and all on his birthday. That's not hype, that's emotional stakes. If you built an empire, you should protect it and your kids, not gamble it for cheap moments. Now let's inspect this further. At its core, this feud reveals how scarcity mentality still haunts even powerful women. Even with billions in revenue and influence, the blueprint given to many Black women is, there's only room for one. That internal narrative makes us fear sharing space, even when money, influence, and legacy are abundant for collaboration.
All I'm gonna say is this. Y'all hoes had 7 years. 7 fucking years to make noise. You been making noise for 7 years. That girl got a baby in her stomach. And she out here doing what the fuck she motherfucking supposed to. She working, bitch. She's working. Ain't nothing stopped her. I don't understand why hoes is hating. 7 years you took off? A bitch take off 7 years and come back. That bitch said she, you ain't now hoe could take her spot. Bitch, she like a Dalmatian. fucking with a nigga for years, and a hoe that's round him still hating on you. Puss assholes, let it go. Damn.
They've both had opportunities to collaborate or uplift each other, and at times they have. But the public narrative gravitates toward conflict. Why? Because conflict sells. Drama drives clicks. When you've built an empire, your name becomes your weapon. Their brands are so entrenched now, any alliance could threaten the narrative that the industry wants. The music and the media machine often profit more off beef than unity. So even two icons forging peace is less sensational than watching them fight it out. And again, the fact that they bring children and personal matters into the war zone signals how thin the lines are between public art and private trauma. It's not just two women clashing, it's two legacies, two identities, and entire fan bases being pulled into a goddamn emotional warfare. And y'all love it, don't y'all? If rivalry wasn't required and collaboration isn't disloyal, what would the culture look like if our queens stopped fighting and started building together? Cause damn.
What makes Nicki so wrong? Like seriously. What makes her so wrong? She didn't even say shit. How she started? When she started? But what she started? Last I checked, all she did was share her stats and mind her business. Why your bitch can't post her accomplishments? Why your bitch can't post her accomplishments? She was talking about Cardi kids. Do you know how many kids Cardi talked about? Is that not karma? Don't you guys say karma's gonna come? This year, did she not just tell somebody a couple years back that's why your child died? This year, did she not tell somebody a couple years back that's why somebody's baby passed away? So now somebody talking about her kids, oh, it's the end of the world! Huh? What is we talking about? Which one is it? Is it karma or is Nicki like, which one? Oh, okay. What else did Nicki do that Cardi ain't already did to somebody else? Can't never take what they dish out.
Child, this isn't a fight behind closed doors. It's a stadium spectacle over titles. And when your child's name becomes ammo, that's leveling up gone wrong. Nicki later apologizes to culture, a silent litmus test that the lines got crossed. These women's legacies risk being overshadowed by fights instead of what really matters. Now sis, you don't have to root for this fight, but rather look at the energy. What vulnerabilities are hiding behind the shade? Who profits when two women are at war? Our industry has long rewarded conflict over collaboration. We need queens who can wield power with dignity, not cruelty. So ask yourself, do you glorify conflict or seek depth? Because the next level isn't louder, it's wiser. Alright sis, that's where we land today. Two queens, too experienced to need drama, too legendary for aimless shade. But there's a question I want you to sit with. Are we stirring out conflict when we should be building consciousness, sisterhood, and growth? If this struck you, drop your truth in the comments. Like, subscribe, and share with someone who sees beyond the spectacle. I'll see you in the next one, boo.